What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. Happy Monday to everyone. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. My weekend was action-packed. But let's get into this video. Let's talk about a couple of 2-3 things. First of all, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise you won't regret it. To all of my new and my old subscribers, thank you so much for taking time to check out this video. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to share this video, and of course, don't forget to comment down below. Now, everyone has been talking about the debut of Kenya Moore's Baby Bump. Now, little known fact, but I was at the Georgia World Congress Center on Saturday, and I, got a chance to see Kenya Moore live on stage. And I have to be honest with you guys, when I first saw her, she didn't look pregnant to me. She didn't. I mean, her stomach, it looked like maybe she, I don't know. I mean, she just didn't look pregnant. Okay, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. Because I was like, wow, that is so odd. And then I was like, well, when was the reunion? You know what I mean? I couldn't really remember. So I put it to the back of my mind. I saw Cynthia Bailey there, and she had her eyeglass wear there, and she did like a little runway show, like a little spontaneous runway show where whoever wanted to show up and sign up to walk the runway and get critiqued by Cynthia Bailey and a couple of other guys. One was like her assistant or her manager, the manager of the Bailey agency, and another guy. Anyway, so both came across personable. Cynthia is just naturally a very, very personable person. She's very nice. She's very calm. She seems very authentic, very genuine. I actually spoke to her personally because I was standing in a place where she had to walk through to go behind the scenes and come up on the stage. And so I just happened to be standing. When I saw her, I just spoke to her. I was like, I would speak to my neighbor if I was pulling the trash can out. I was like, oh, hey, Cynthia. She was like, and she went on. I went on. It take a lot. Like Oprah, I probably would have started crying. Ava DuVernay, like they probably would have had they probably would have had to pull me off. You know what I'm saying? Like other than that, people are just regular people to me. So I'm not really like a crusher. Like if you depended on me to be like a stan or like which is another reason why I don't do a lot of celebrity videos and things like that, because I'm just not as into it as a lot of people. So, but it was a good moment. It was a good moment, and I was actually a lot more excited to see Kim Fields. I don't know if because she was Tootie or, you know what I'm saying, but she was very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Her hair, that hair color, that sort of reddish burgundy fire, it's just beautiful. Like, it's just the color, the ombre of it, the style that she had it in. She was just a beautiful woman. She had a beautiful like caftan on. And it was like a baby blue and white. It was really pretty. I was excited to see her, because I think because she was Tootie, like I have a lot more history and emotions and passion tied into Kim Fields, because I grew up with Kim Fields. I grew up with Tootie. I grew up, with the little girl from Good Times. I think of her character name on Good Times. So, I was a lot more excited to see her. I didn't get a chance to speak to her or take a personal picture with her because the line was really long, but I took a picture from afar and it was good enough for me. And I'm cool with it. Like in the back of my mind, I knew it was going to be some Kenya scuttlebutt. But the picture that came out online, I think that Kenya released herself She clearly has a baby bump. But I'm like, yeah, dog, I was standing right there off the stage. Like, I looked at her, and to me, she didn't look pregnant, right? So, I was just like, what is happening here? What's going on? That's odd. So, I didn't say anything about it. I waited. Now, all the YouTube videos came out. Beautiful Soul did a good video. Apparently, she went to the women's expo as well, and it was a very good video. And we learned that the reunion was filmed not too many months ago, maybe about 3 months ago, if I remember correctly. Maybe about 3 months ago, the reunion was filmed, and so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never carried a baby, so I don't know what the stage is supposed to be. But that baby bump on the picture that she put out was a prominent baby bump. Like, it was clear. If I saw her in the grocery store, I'd be like, oh, she pregnant. Like, it wasn't soft. It didn't look soft. So I had to process it. I mean, I watched a lot of videos. Binge-worthy TV, Sunday Omni. I watched her video. Like I said, Beautiful Soul. I watched her video. And a couple of other people that do celebrity. Layla Lynn. Watched her video. And I was just like, everybody was showing the picture of the girl, that she put out. And so I had to really process that thing and really think about it. And I thought, and people were talking about, her peach, and she doesn't seem bothered. And she didn't seem bothered during the seminar. I didn't stay through the whole seminar. It was a lot of vendors. It was a lot of stuff to see. I was there mainly for vendors, because I wanted to check out a couple of Black-owned businesses, get a couple of cards. I'm looking for some opportunities for myself. So, I only stayed for a bit of it, and then I went on. But she, like I said, she seemed very personable, everything. But through the whole thing, she made a comment about, she would do a twirl, but this when she first came out, but her center of gravity would be off. I was like, okay, well, that's a pregnancy. That's a allude, she was alluding to being heavy in the middle, which actually should make your center of gravity actually a little bit better, but whatever. Anyway, so after I watched all the videos and all that, I had to process. Y'all know me. I process. I compartmentalize. And I started thinking about that thing. I was like, wait a minute. First of all, she had a white dress on. And it was skin tight. She's got a really large rump. She's got a really, really prominent rump. And it's large in a very horizontal way. Like, horizontally, you could sit a cup on her rump. So she certainly looked pregnant from the back, but to me in person, she didn't look pregnant. But she had on a white dress, and it had red stripes going around it. Well, every time, stripes are tricky. They cause a sort of optical illusion in your eye. But circular stripes that go around, tend to make you look a little bit fuller. And I mean, she was pushing the dress. She didn't look fat, but she was pushing the dress. And the angle that they took the picture was from like up here. So up here down, all she had to do was push her tummy out a little bit. And then now you've got this baby bump, this prominent baby bump. Now, let me say this. I do think Kenya is pregnant. I do. And I want all the best for Kenya. I really want us to stop talking about this, and Kenya to stop, sort of baiting and teasing the issue. I really would like us to move on from the whole peach situation, because like I said, I do believe she's pregnant. In my mind, she's carrying her peach. And that's what she needs to focus on, especially since she knows she's in a high risk category. Like, I wouldn't even be playing with these shade rooms and all this other stuff. I wouldn't even be teasing stuff like that, because I will be focusing on my health and my family, get my baby's bed together, my room, the room together, just focusing on wellness and health and being, and she may have booked this a long time ago. This Women's Expo is going to over 30 cities from what I've seen on the list. Looks like at least over 30 cities. So maybe she signed on to this, before she knew for sure that she was pregnant, or before the pregnancy happened. You never know. And you kind of have to fulfill these things. But again, this whole thing about her being fired and not getting a peach and not having gotten a pickup letter and all of this stuff, all of this is stress. Trying to prove to people that you're pregnant, all of this is stress. But at the same time, this is the house that Jack built. Okay, and here comes our lesson. All right, because we want to see a lesson in everything. There's no sense in us being up in this lady's business and talking about it and we don't learn something for ourselves. Okay, when Kenya came on that first time, Housewives of Atlanta, she had Walter, and it come out that she paid Walter, and then we had this whole thing with Matt. Kenya has built a house of lies, and so now that she's legit, now that she is bona fide married, and she seems happy, it seems like a legitimate marriage. Time will tell on that. And she's gotten what she always wanted, which was a baby. She's carrying a baby. I think she felt a tremendous amount of pressure. And it was put on her because of the lies she told. People constantly want her to prove it. Constantly, she has to constantly prove it. Her word is not good enough because she started out with a lie. That's lesson number one. Okay? And karma comes in many, many forms. Yeah, you can trip up and fall, or you can bite your tongue. Karma comes in a lot of different forms. And also comes in the fact that now the fact that you have proven yourself to be a liar, Kenya, you're going to have to expect that the karma from that is the fact that folks never let you forget. And I think she felt pressure to say that she was pregnant, or to allude to the fact that she was pregnant. Give Bravo something at the reunion. I don't think she is as pregnant as we think that she is. I think she is buckling under the pressure that she's getting from social media and Bravo to keep this peach, to prove that she is pregnant. Okay, I think that's the reason for the optical illusion. I think that's the reason why sometimes she kind of look like she's pregnant, sometimes she kind of don't. I looked right at the girl. I looked right at her, and I wasn't that far from her. I got an Android phone, and my phone didn't take super great pictures, but I looked right at her with my own eyes, and the girl did not look pregnant. She looked very, very fit to me. But I do believe that she is pregnant. I do believe that she is pregnant. I believe she poked her belly out, and I do believe she took that picture from a high stance. And with you just gotta realize all of it is stunts and shows. All of it is stunts and shows because people have a lot to prove. She wants this peace. She wants this fame. She wants to stay a part of this group. And I think she should come back to Bravo. I think she should come back to the Housewives of Atlanta. I'm no Kenya fan, but at the same time, Kenya is entertaining. She is entertaining. She keeps things entertaining. Okay, just like Nene and the rest of them. So I don't see no reason why she shouldn't get her peach back. I really don't. But I think, first things first, you need to focus on having this baby. You need to focus on keeping yourself together and healthy and stress-free and having this baby girl. You don't really have to prove anything to anybody. You're not a liar anymore. You have no reason to lie anymore. You're not on that path. Then just start living your life like that. That's it. People gonna see. When you have your baby, people gonna see. And you have to be okay with that. And you have to be okay with the fact that, Bravo may not pick you up. But somebody's going to want you, girl. You got talent. You got talent. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity out there. And I wouldn't be singing and dancing and shucking and jiving for Andy Cohen. No way. And Bravo, no way. I know it's a good coin, but I wouldn't, a good queen. But I wouldn't be singing and dancing and trying to keep Bravo. I think when the season started and she was doing all that crying and stuff, she thought those dramatics were going to be enough to keep her. But no, they want blood. They want your soul. They literally want your firstborn child, girl. They want to know about your marriage, and they literally want your firstborn child. Okay? Let this be a lesson to us all. When you get into these situations, you have to make sure that you still have ownership of your own soul, your own peace of mind. Don't get that away. Because now you want to be happy, Kenya. You want to be a mom and a wife and have all of these things. Okay, but the house that Jack built is full of lies and dramatics and these theatrics. Okay, that doesn't really fit into, in my opinion, into your new lifestyle. This is an opportunity for you to let that shit go and come back. It don't have to be this next season, maybe that next season. But don't let these people take your baby. Don't let these people ruin your marriage. Don't do that. Don't do that trying to hold on to them lies, trying to prove things to people. You lied. Today, you are telling the truth. And you need to honor that truth by just not playing into the game. I mean, not that there was anything wrong with her poking her belly out. Like I said, I do believe she's pregnant. But I looked at her with my own eyes. She's not as far along as she, alluded to being when she said that she was, going to have some happy news soon. I just think she's really newly pregnant. She's not baby bump pregnant. I just know. Don't believe it. And I think that's what's going on. Now you're having to do a lot of catching up for the lies that you told. Now you're having to do a lot of proving. You're feeling that pressure of having to prove. And it's just going to consume you. Like, it's going to be an issue. But anyway, that's my whole take on the Kenya Moore situation, you guys. I thank you so much for tuning into this video. As you can see, the sun is coming up, and I've got to go in here to my job. But you guys tell me what you think. Put it down below. Do you guys think that Kenya Moore is buckling to the pressure? You think that she is pregnant? I believe that she is pregnant. She needs to just focus on that and focus on her family and not worry about this whole Pete situation and not worry about what the social media and stuff, not trying to keep her face out there and in the public. Because, long as she going to events and hanging out, people are going to be checking for her. It doesn't take all of this extra overboard. That extra overboard, you need it for your kid. Like, you need it to incubate your baby. Okay? Keep your baby in the womb. Happy, healthy, growing. You guys tell me what you think. Put it down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. And I know I owe y'all Housewives of Potomac. Look out for that in the next few hours or so. Until next time, honeybees. I'll holla.